it appears that Netflix might be turning around, or things might be turning around for Netflix. You see, as I'm excited, I'm a Netflix stockholder. You know, Netflix was expecting to lose about 2 million subscribers, but it lost about 1 million. So that's a good news on one hand. On the other hand, though it actually missed its revenue by slightly, but he did make profit and it beat the EPS. Netflix stock price is already up about 9% alone, just because of this a positive result on the earnings. However, it seems that this is an industry that is very competitive. We have Disney, you have Discovery, you have Apple TV, you have Amazon Prime, and a host of others. But this is an industry that you have to keep creating good content, and or you might know one content might just hit it for the business. In regard to Netflix, Stranger Things happened to be the hit series at the moment, which a lot of people are watching, subscribing because of the Stranger Things. But is it okay that just one hit, that you have just one hit in one season? Netflix has to find a way of creating hits like Stranger Things that would bring people, that would make people subscribe to their platform. Also, Netflix might be looking at hiking their subscriber rate. It's not easy creating content, and one way of making revenue is either you increase your subscriber rate, or advertisement. Netflix is also looking at the angle of advertising. Also, I don't know if they've found a way of dealing with the issue of password sharing, which has been lingering over some time now. But on a positive note, Netflix did well, and the stock price is already up from about 197 or 194 to about 220. That's good for the shareholders. Netflix actual revenue is 7.97 billion, while the estimate is actually 8.10. So it's a slight miss. However, the global streaming is about 221.67 million. So it means that it's still a positive reporting, and is on the right direction. Let's have a look at Netflix charts. Let's look at the technical. Let's see what might be behind this positive move overnight. Let's see if there's any other information we can still find on the price action. Let's see what the price action is talking about. Let's have a look. Here is the technical chart for Netflix. For those who are new on this channel, I'm using MarketSmith platform. The whole platform is Momo, but I think this is more professional and more advanced. It's to our viewers' advantage. Let's dive into it. As you can see, this is a weekly chart. Let's do the chart analysis before other fundamental information. So here you can see it appears that um, Netflix was consolidating. This is a weekly chart, so it was consolidating for several weeks within this area. Let me just use, let me draw the line here. We cannot say certainty whether it has bottomed around here, but with this bullish run, the whole of last week, that's what it means. It was a bullish week. But before then, Netflix has been bullish. The On the earnings, it was around 194, 195, but with the earnings, with the positive energy, positive result on the earnings, it shooted up to about 222 or so before it pulls down to 220. But then before now, it was trending down. As we all know that we're still in the um, bear market environment, and also there's still um, the possibility of the market, the economy going into recession in the US and some part of the world in Europe and Asia. So also the Fed is still increasing the interest rate. In a couple of days, we might have an interest rate increase maybe of a 0.75 basis or even 1%. But then on this chart, as you can see, Netflix is beginning to look bullish, but we cannot say certainty whether it has bottomed. Here, this is a 14 week. It's is trading above 14 weeks moving average. Above 14 weeks moving average. Let's go on a daily chart so we can see that more visibly, if possible. Now, this is a weekly chart. As you can see, as I said initially, that it was consolidating around there, and Netflix has been dancing within the 160 to 190 within here. Let me just draw this here. Um, Netflix has been, as you can see here, before we have this bullish run, you see, and it was above 15-day moving average. The green line is 15-day moving average. So we're beginning to see a bullish move on Netflix. But otherwise, we are trading above 50-day moving average and also 50-day. This is the red line is 50-day. This is 200-day moving average. So on Netflix, we begin to see a bullish move. Let's look at other fundamental information. Here, the EPS rating is 89. The group RS rating is C plus. Maybe you don't need all that, but the PE ratio is 20 for Netflix. The market cap is 97.94 billion. You need to understand the market cap fluctuates based on the stock price. So, okay, the shares outstanding is 444.3 million. Funds means that funds owns about 48% of Netflix. Also here, as you can see, today it is trading. It has lost minus 1.54%, which is about $3.44 on average. Um, okay, this is the volume 57%. Let's go back on a weekly chart to analyze more, to see more fundamental information. Here, as you can see, the 52 weeks low and 52 weeks high. 52 weeks high for Netflix is $700.99, and the 52 weeks low is $162.71, meaning that Netflix is now trading minus 68.6%, minus 68.6% off the 52 weeks high, off the 52 weeks high. So if you're investing in Netflix now, trust me, you are investing at a discounted rate. Obviously, it depends on the your method of valuation. Talking about valuation, we will look at some criteria, for the likes of super investors. Here you can see shares, floating shares is 430.9 million. The market capitalization is 97.94 billion. As I said earlier, it fluctuates. It depends on the market price. So let's have a look at some criteria here for, and also the detail of the earnings. As you can see, the earnings compared to last year, it was reported on 19th of July 2022. It was $3.2. That's the EPS reported. Okay, compared to last year, 21 22. So the change is about plus 8%. As you can see, the earning surprise is 0.25. Anyway, let's go on to check other super investors criteria. Let's see whether Netflix will pass their uh, criteria. Here is the owner. Okay, let's see. 48% owner, banks 1%. The checklist. for Netflix. Checklist here, it shows that on Warren Buffett, out of 16 metric checklist, it passed 14. 14 out of 16. Not bad. Let's look at Peter Lynch. Peter Lynch, it passed 6 out of 8, which is 75%. Let's look at um, Benjamin Graham. Benjamin Graham, 8 out of 13. I mean, these are super investors benchmark, a checklist. It depends. They all have their own criteria. There's no one that is better than the other. But for me, I so much believe in Warren Buffett, so I go with Warren Buffett um, uh, checklist. And here, it's a pass. It's only failed on this and the 3-year EPS growth. So it's fine by me. Guys, before you add any of these stocks to your portfolio, please use your own metric, do your own valuation. Be sure that this stock is good for. Not every stock you watch on a YouTube or you hear about, you just buy it into your portfolio. Be sure that it is good for your portfolio. Anyway, I've seen the technical chart for Netflix. Apart from the fact that 9% revenue growth for this quarter, Netflix appears to be on the right direction. If you're a Netflix shareholder, you should be happy with the way what you see on the chart at the moment. Please, before you add this Netflix to your portfolio, do your valuation. You're seeing different metrics. Use your own. Be sure that it is good for you. Do not just buy stock because you watch a YouTube channel and someone is talking about Netflix. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. We continue to support you with good content. Thank you. Goodbye.